You're listening to Systemic Error Podcast. The failure was designed.
Judge sits in silence as Senator corners her for backing Trump's election lies, based on an article by Nick Hilden. The Senate is not screening judges, it is auditioning loyalists. A nominee who won't say the obvious. The immediate story is simple. Innocent John, Trump's nominee to the Fifth Circuit, would not plainly say that Biden won the 2020 election, and she stumbled when asked whether the Capitol was attacked on January 6. Richard Blumenthal said the quiet part out loud. This is not independence, it is submission. That is the real issue. A federal judge who cannot state basic facts about an election and an insurrection is not being careful. She is signaling which truths remain negotiable when Trump's political mythology is on the line. Who actually holds power? The power in this story is not sitting with the nominee, even if she is the one being grilled under lights. The power sits with the president who nominated her, the party machinery that keeps rewarding this behavior, and the Senate that still has the authority to stop it. Trump's influence does not end at the nomination. It stretches into the confirmation process as a disciplinary force. Nominees learn quickly that honesty is riskier than obedience. The result is a judicial pipeline built to please the man who appointed them, not the Constitution they would swear to uphold. The performance is the point. The article treats the certified formulation as a tactic, and that is correct. It is a scripted dodge designed to preserve proximity to Trump's lie without saying it in so many words. The point is not uncertainty. The point is loyalty with deniability. Blumenthal's complaint that St. John adopted Trump's distorted and inaccurate illusion gets at the core problem, even if the language is more restrained than the situation deserves. This is not a disagreement over phrasing. It is the willingness to launder authoritarian fiction through judicial professionalism. The Senate knows better. The former federal prosecutors were right to warn senators not to keep poisoning our courts with nominees who refuse to contradict Trump's lies. That is not rhetoric. It is institutional diagnosis. A lifetime appointment is supposed to insulate judges from political retaliation. Here, the insulation is being used as camouflage. The hearing exposes a grotesque inversion. A nominee who already has job security still performs fear of Trump because the real product being sold is not legal judgment, but obedience culture. This is not confusion. The weak framing in stories like this is the suggestion that these nominees are merely evasive, cautious, or trapped between manners and politics. That is too generous. The behavior is deliberate. It protects Trump's false history, keeps his base fed on grievance, and tests how much institutional rot the Senate will tolerate before saying no. If senators confirm judges who cannot acknowledge a known election result or an attack on the Capitol, they are not making a procedural compromise. They are helping normalize a judiciary in which truth is optional when power demands it. The pattern. This is what authoritarian capture looks like in civilian clothing. Not tanks, not declarations. A bench full of people trained to treat reality as a loyalty test, and elected officials who pretend that is just part of the process. The danger is not only that Trump wants judges who will protect him, it is that the institutions around him keep accepting the premise that this is normal. It is not normal. It is the slow conversion of law into a shelter for political denial. You've been listening to Systemic Error. Thanks to Alternet for today's article, with the automated voice of Clara. Thanks for listening.